Hi, my name is Laura. A quick introduction about myself. I grew up in beautiful Pennsylvania and I currently reside in sunny Florida. And today I'm going to answer some questions about my Turner syndrome journey. So, question one: when and how were you diagnosed with Turner syndrome? I was diagnosed officially around the age of 5. As a child, I had kind of like stopped growing and gaining weight, so my parents were concerned and they took me to the family physician. And they originally thought that I had failure to thrive. It took quite some time for the doctor to agree to test me. My mom had to really advocate. The doctor was reluctant, seeing as my aunt also has Turner syndrome and it not being common among relatives. When the doctor finally agreed, I had a karyotype done and was officially diagnosed with Turner syndrome. Question 2: do you have any other health conditions associated with Turner syndrome? I have a bicuspid aortic valve. So to put that quite simply, my aorta has 2 valves rather than the typical 3. I have this monitored by a cardiologist and receive echocardiograms periodically. So far, I haven't had any issues with it. I also had a hyperthyroid that kind of had its own little set of symptoms. I never really knew what it was like to be tired growing up. I remember when I was to be in bed asleep, going to my parents and saying, I feel like I could do 100 jumping jacks right now. And I always felt hungry. I would eat and eat and eat, and half hour later feel hungry again. I also would get what they called thyroid storms. It would kind of make me feel shaky and nauseous, and my thyroid was monitored by my family doctor with frequent blood tests and medications to kind of control the levels of the thyroid. As I got older, my thyroid was no longer hyperactive, so I'm currently not on anything to control my thyroid. Question 3: what helped you cope with stress growing up and currently? A few ways that I would cope with stress growing up. I had this beanbag chair that if I felt anxious, nervous, worried, anything, I would go to that beanbag chair and just kind of take a break and regroup, and get myself calmed down and back in order. I also played a lot of sports growing up. My parents got me a dog when I was in 5th grade. Her name was Carly, and she helped greatly with any stress. Currently, I use my creative outlets to help de-stress. Doing anything creative just allows me to escape the world. When I'm doing anything creative, nothing in the outside world exists. I also have a dog. Her name is Stella, and we do a lot together. Question 4: how did your family handle your diagnosis and treatment? My family, growing up and currently, treated me no different than my older sister or any other kid for that matter. I would say the only kind of hurdle that we had was when I was taking my growth hormone. My parents would have to administer that to me daily, and if I was away from them an extended period of time, the adult that I was with would have to learn how to administer the growth hormone to me. Question 5: what activities did you do growing up? I played a lot of different sports, and I started out when I was little doing gymnastics, and then I went into tap dance, And then in first grade, I started playing field hockey and soccer and did rec track. I played field hockey from first to eighth grade all year round. I also played the drum from third to eighth grade. I didn't really start getting into my creative side until high school and college. Question 6. What do you enjoy doing for fun? In my extra time for fun, I enjoy anything creative. I enjoy painting, drawing, sewing, anything interior design. I'm lucky to live an hour from Disney, so I frequent the park a lot. My favorite being Magic Kingdom. The other direction an hour, I'm from the beach, so when the weather is great, I head there. I also, during the fall, love to watch college football. I love my Nittany Lions. I also recently got into kayaking. My dog Stella is a big part of my life. She'll basically do anything with me, whether it be flying home to visit family, going kayaking, going to the beach, or just even going for a car ride. Question 7. Was your education affected by Turner syndrome? No, I don't feel that my education was affected overall. The only difficulties I had was with math, which seems to be a common problem. My music teacher suggested that I learn the drum to see if it would help me with math. I went to college. I got my bachelor's degree at Penn State in new media, which is computer-based art. My educational experiences all around, I say, were very typical. I have a lot of good memories and made a lot of good friends. So overall, I don't think my education was affected. Question 8. Are your activities of daily living affected by Turner syndrome? In some little ways, yes, but overall, I would have to say no. I would say yes because I may need a stool to reach something more than the typical person. My car seat has to be all the way up for me to comfortably drive. However, overall, I'm able to do the things that I need to do. I've had a job since I was 16. I take care of all, the boring adult stuff to keep, your life going. Question 9. Describe yourself in one word. If I had to describe myself in one word, I would say creative. I enjoy doing anything creative. It's my escape in the world, and it's just how I tap into myself, and just get down to the core of who I am. Question 10. What is one thing that you want people to know about girls or women with Turner syndrome? I want people to know that just because we might come in slightly smaller packages doesn't mean that we're any different than anybody else. We can accomplish anything that we put our minds to. I love the saying, though she be but little, she is fierce. I think that perfectly describes the ladies in our community. They can put their mind to what they want and accomplish that. Question 11. Why is raising awareness for Turner syndrome important? Raising awareness for Turner syndrome, I think, is very important because not many people are aware of this genetic condition. I feel by raising awareness, we can get the word out there and hopefully get some more research done and just get that word out about Turner syndrome. So thank you for watching and listening to my story. I hope that this will allow the other beautiful ladies in our community to feel open to express their story and share their experiences with Turner syndrome.